Hi there, it's Jen and it's Friday, February 23rd. Welcome to my live. Thank you for joining me, whether you're joining me now or whether you're watching this as a replay later. I am here. I'm going to make a project. So what I like to do is I make a project every week and then I do a draw for it the week after. So let me just switch the camera here and you can see this is what I made last week, a cute little Easter Bunny card. And so anyone who commented, liked, or shared that card will be in on my draw for that card. And as long as you're Canadian and not a demonstrator. So let me just jump to my screen here where we're going to do the draw live together. Okay, so again, if you commented, liked, or shared, you're automatically in here, and here we go. As long as you're Canadian and not a demonstrator, you can get this card. So let's see, Joyce Monk. Joyce, I'm not sure. So Joyce, I'm writing your name down as soon as I find the pen here, and I'm going to check in with you. So congratulations, potentially, to Joyce. Okay, so let me stop the share and jump back to StreamYard. I see Lorraine here with me, and Paulette. Hello, guys. How are you today? So let me just jump right to the craft desk and get started. Lorraine is in rural Manitoba, and she made it to my live. Well, thank you for making the time to join me today, Lorraine. I appreciate that. It's always nice to have people with you when so you're not completely talking to yourself. Not that I don't do that too. So what I want to work with today is this. These are called the paper butterfly accents. Oops, and they're falling out on me. So there are 40 of them in this package, and they just come out like this. I'll just actually lay them out. So that's 1, 2, 3. Did I get all the? I've used up all that sheet already, and part of the sheet too. There's another one, a big one, a small one of those, and a big one, a small one of those. That's all of them right there. The 4 designs. So there's 10 sheets and 4 on each, so there's 40 butterflies. So if you're part of my newsletter, then you would have seen some projects with this week. If you're not part of my newsletter, let me just pop this banner on here for a second so you can see where to go, stampin.com, and you can see. And this was one of the projects right here that I did. So this is what it looks like. So I show the project in the newsletter, and then there's a link to this sheet that basically gives you the measurements and how to do it, everything. So if you're not on my newsletter, make sure you sign up so you don't miss out on that stuff. So I'm going to recreate that card today, but I'm going to change it up a little bit, of course. So let me just take off that banner, jump back to your comments. Hello to Mark and Marina as well. Hello, hello. Okay, so this is a pretty simple card, but it's pretty spectacular, I think. So I'm just starting with a basic white cardstock. So it was an 8.5 by 11 sheet that I cut right in half, hamburger style. And now that's going to form the base of my card. So I'm just going to line up the edges. I'm going to take a bone folder, increase it. And then I've got 4 pieces of cardstock here. They are, the sizes are, I gotta look at my own document, 3 3/4 long by 1 1/4 wide. So they are in order here: Starry Sky, Orchid or Oasis, Azure Afternoon, and Tahitian Tide. Now these 3 colors here are all part of the 2022 to 2024, I'm reaching as I'm talking, in color collection. I'm just going to show you in my catalog. Actually, I meant to grab that. 1 second, let me pull it up. So here, this is the catalog on page 122. It shows in colors. So this is 5 and 5. These are the 2022 to 2024, and these are the 2023 to 25. So these colors here have already been around for almost 2 years. They will be retiring in April of this year. So those 3 colors here, Starry Sky, Orchid Oasis, and Tahitian Tide, are all going to retire. So if those are colors you love, make sure you don't miss out. Azure Afternoon is part of the regular collection that I've just pulled in here. So some pretty, pretty blues. So I'm going to start by stamping a greeting on this one, which is going to be my bottom one. And the stamp set I'm going to use is this one, Happy Labels. It's one that I haven't actually used on a live before, but I really love it. It's got in here, I'll read them for you. Life is better with you. You're going to be amazing parents. You've got the biggest heart. I'm so happy you were born. There's no one like you. Just a note, like that to me is one of those ones that you could use on so many different things. I just want to hug you. Aw. Love you and miss you. You are my happy place. Yay. Thank you and hello. So there's lots of great greetings on here. And this is a photopolymer stamp set. So nice and easy to line up. So I've got a greeting on here, and I'm going to use my Memento Black. And I'm just going to stamp this. Make sure it's going the right way. I love these ones with the mixed font too. I just got to pull it down a little bit so I can see it. For some reason I can't get up here tight. Here we go. So I'm going to put it down here. And this one is the one that says, it's nicely sticking to my photopolymer, you've got the biggest heart. I jiggled that a little bit. Let me try that again. 2 sides to every piece of paper. Let's try that. You've got the biggest heart. There we go. Much better. Whoops. There we go. Okay, I'm going to cover that black for a second. And I'm going to put these on. So the way they're going to go, this is super simple. This may be reminiscent to some of you of another card I did a couple weeks ago, maybe, where I had 3 different layers with strips of designer series paper, but they had a little space in between them. This card is way simpler because there's no space in between these. So you literally are just building a layer. So I'm just putting them all on here so I see roughly where they need to go. And I'm going to pull out my tape. And I'm going to put tape here. And I will check your comments there in a second. So I'm starting with the starry sky. Like so. Just making sure there's an equal distance around. And then I'm going to go to the Orchid Oasis. I love this color. It's basically, it's like a purple blue. Very pretty. This one is too. It's nice because it's not a pure dark blue. It's got a purple hue to it. And then the Azure Afternoon has that more turquoisey look to it. And this one is definitely like a nice turquoise. There we go. So just like that, half of our card is finished already. Get in there. So you just line them right up. Just put them right up against each other, just like that. So how pretty is that with the blues and the purpley colors? Paulette says she loves blue shades. And hello to Nan, who also loves butterflies, and Diane, and I think I got everybody. Marina, maybe. Okay, so what I'm going to do with the butterfly, I'm going to take, I think, this one here, and I'm going to put it here. This is a silicone sheet. If I had my glass mat over here, I'd use that too. I don't think there's a right or a wrong side to this. I don't think it matters. So you can pick whichever. If you pick one of these ones, for example, you could pick which way you want it to go. That way or that way. So I'm going to take a sponge. Oops, I just dimmed the light. Fixing that. There we go. I'm going to take a sponge dauber and my Memento again, and I'm going to just dab it over top of this. So on my sample in my newsletter, the item was white, and we're going to just change this. So you can see as I'm dabbing it that it's still kind of speckly. So the way to get it really juicy and black is to really just twist it on there like that. Okay, so you would go like this, and I'm doing it on the silicone so I could just wipe it up after. And because this is going to have to take a second to dry, I've actually already done one. So I'm going to put this over to the side, and here's one already done. Ta-da! Magic of video. And yeah, so you can see it's all dry already. It's ready to go. It wouldn't take very long for it to dry. So I'm going to lay this piece of vellum on here. And this is a 3x3 piece of vellum. And I'm going to decide where I want to put this. I think maybe like that. So, and the reason I'm putting it on here is because vellum is hard to position without the tape showing. So I'm only going to put tape under where that butterfly is going to go. So it was kind of here and here and here. Of course, now I've just reversed it. So don't do what I just did. So my butterfly will now go here to cover that up. And that's fine. So I'm actually going to take my little silicone thing again and go down here and put tape on here. What's nice about the silicone mat is the tape stays on the mat. So I'm just putting a little bit. You could use glue dots. That's actually what my handout, wow, that was hard to get that word out, in for the newsletter said was to use glue dots, but I'm I want to do it fast. So there we go. It's cute already, isn't it? And so simple with the black. Jean says very effective with the black on vellum. I think so too, but I do have a white one to show you, which I'm going to show you in a sec. But we of course want to add a little bit of bling to this. So I was looking through all my pieces of bling, and I found these, and I thought, oh, that's too bad. They'd be perfect because they've got black and sparkle and all sorts of fun stuff, but they were from the winter mini. And then I realized they're still available. So even though they were in the winter mini catalog, they're still available. So I'm going to use the black sparkles. And I know from experience that the black sparkles don't always pick up well with the putty end of the Take Your Pick tool. So I'm just going to use this little spatula end instead. And we're going to add some little gems here, like it's the flight of the butterfly. I don't know how many I'll add. We'll just keep going. Could use the sparkle ones too. So that's 5. So maybe I'll stop there. And we might as well glitter this up too, because now we've got glitter here. And so I'm just going to take my Wink of Stella, and I'm going to just add some glitter maybe around the outside of the wings. Now this card is unusual in that there's nothing popped up. Like I usually always pop something up, but everything's flat on this card. But it's still got dimension because of the layers. Okay, so I don't know how much that will show up on camera, but we'll give it a whirl. I'm hoping the glittery gems at least show up. So let me just move that back and forth. How pretty is that? And so simple. What did that take me? 5 minutes maybe? I probably spent longer cutting the little panels than anything else. So let me show you a couple of alternates that I've done. And I'm going to check your comments out too. Just going to move that out. So here is one done with the same colors, but I've done white. And then I've used some gems. Did I leave them out? No, did I? I did not. They're in color gems is what they are. So they actually have, I wonder if they're handy. Let's see if I left them handy. Oh, yes, here they are. So they come in a package like this with all the colors. So, and then they're like an ombre effect. So I used, there's the other 2 colors that are retiring, by the way. So I used a little bit of each of those on that little flight path. But I wish I'd done the saying in white. That would have maybe tied it together a bit better. And let me show you one more. So this is another one that I did with designer series paper. And I colored the butterfly with the berry burst to match the designer series paper. And you can see that I left some of it kind of light, and then went some of it a little bit darker, and then added these sparkle gems. So exactly the same idea. There's a little piece of vellum there too. So those are all exactly the same layout with different butterflies. And then I changed it up and did one more. So this one I did sideways, and I had to change the dimensions on here. So this is 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, 1 inch, and 1 1/4 inches to make it. And it's all black and white except for the little colorful path. And I thought that was nice with that saying, there's no one like you. And I see that banner is still running across the top there, so sorry about that. Okay, so let me just get your opinions. What do you think? What's your favorite? What do you like? And of course, I'm going to do a draw for this one here, the one I made today. Next week, all you have to do is like, comment, or share, and you'll be in that draw. So let me just check out your comments. Okay, let's go. A+ for the butterflies on the DSP. Thanks, Paulette. Nan says she loves them. Marina says she shared. Thank you, Marina. Mark says, looks great. I love butterflies. Me too. I really do love butterflies. Nice card. Very effective, June said, with the black on the vellum. And I'm saying hi to Nancy. And Lorraine says she loves those blues too. Aren't they just gorgeous? And to be honest, I really do prefer the black. Maybe it's the size of the butterfly too. I'm not sure. But the little butterfly is really pretty on this one too. There we go. I think I've got all your comments. Love the flower one, Grace is saying. So there you go. This is the one I almost demoed today because it was significantly different from what I had done in the newsletter. But I really did like those ombre with the things, and I wanted to try a butterfly in black. So there we go. So let me just pop back here for a second. So thank you very much for joining me today. I know that was short and sweet, but sometimes we need cards that are fast and easy in how to do them. And this is, those butterflies are a great little addition. They're in the mini catalog, and so they're still available currently right now too. So hope you check them out. And I'm wishing you all a wonderful weekend. Take care, and thanks for joining me again. Bye-bye now.